Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is Memorial Day. We have a special 11-race card. Let's go to my man Pete Aiello with the track and weather conditions.
11 races on the Memorial Day Monday in South Florida. Another beautiful day in the weather department. Mother Nature quite happy with South Floridians lately as we have a fast main track and a firm turf course. First of the day over the firm turf course at 1 mile. Maiden claimers in for $12,500. Carlos Lugo on 5 Cool River D's. These are maiden claimers, and the favorites were 6 Alperis and 9 Bodie Cody.
Racing at Gulfstream. The newcomer Rollins was slow to go. Stun was quick to go and heads off for the early lead with I'll Make You Famous moving to challenge from second. Bodie Cody is away in good shape. He's dropped over nicely and he's into third. Up on the outside in WW Handsome, saving ground toward the inside is Wall of Stone and the charge around the first turn. One of the favorites, Alperis, settles in mid-flight ahead of Making a Legacy and Cool River D's, who's toward the rail. Then it's a gap of another 2 lengths back to Triple Sirius ahead of Look Up. He's second last, and on the outside, the early trailer here is Rollins. Into the backstretch they go. I'll Make You Famous is on a mission. He went 22 and 4 for the opening quarter speed, and it's still him. I'll Make You Famous by 2.5. Second is Stun. Third out wide, Bodie Cody. At the inside, Wall of Stone is next. Widest of all is Alperis. WW Handsome works in between horses. Cool River D's is at the rail as Making a Legacy tries to find some place to go. Triple Sirius is along his inside, and Rollins is last. 47 and 4 for the opening half mile. They round the far turn with the advantage. I'll Make You Famous. Second is Stun. Third is Bodie Cody. Getting started now are both Alperis and Making a Legacy. They're 4 and 5 deep as WW Handsome tries an inside lane. Then back to Wall of Stone and Rollins from the back with a 1/4 mile left to get. I'll Make You Famous still in front at a big number. Bodie Cody is second. Making a Legacy and Alperis are next, and they're at the top of the stretch. On the outside in Bodie Cody for a short lead. Alperis runs to him on the outside. These two inside that final furlong. It's Bodie Cody with a little bit of a kick. Alperis on the outside. Bodie Cody and Alperis. Alperis, Bodie Cody. Bodie Cody's digging in and hanging on. Alperis second. I'll Make You Famous third, and fourth was Making a Legacy.
Number 9, Bodie Cody responds to the class drop while breaking his maiden here this afternoon under a strong ride from Miguel Vasquez. Miguel had 3 winners yesterday, kicks it off here today for Ron Spatz in the Monarch stable. 6, Alperis second. 7, I'll Make You Famous, ran third. To the second race now on the start of the early pick 4 maiden claimers of the filly and mare variety in for $10,000. A field of 7 signed on. Favorites included the 3, Rosetta's Gift, and the 4, Rapid River.
And they're off. Good start. Out wide on the course, Queen Smart gets the first call. Bally Squall has some speed. In between horses, Rapid River is put into play. Also into the top flight goes Coffee Futures with Responding to Global. And the link up with the main course, long shot Queen Smart gets over and leads a length and a quarter. Rapid River is second as they really start to tighten things up. Bally Squall secures rail position as Rapid River kicks on with it. These two now on the outside and Responding to Global with Coffee Futures and Lion Diva, then Queen Smart, and Rosetta's Gift is last. 24 and 4 for the opening quarter speed. 5 furlongs left to go. Christian Torres and Bally Squall with a narrow lead. Rapid River is now second toward the outside, and Lion Diva's a joint third. Responding to Global is 4 wide. Coffee Futures between horses. Then Rosetta's Gift. And after leading early, Queen Smart is last of all now as Bally Squall gets away. 48 and 1 for an opening half mile, and Bally Squall leads by 2.5. Rapid River driven second toward the inside. Rosetta's Gift is third. 3 wide. Responding to Global is now fourth. Back to fifth in Coffee Futures. Then Lion Diva with a 1/4 mile left to get. Bally Squall, strictly the one to beat. She looks strong today. She's at the quarter pole on top by 2.5. Racing in second is Rosetta's Gift. Coffee Futures tries to respond with an inside passage after 3 quarters in 1:13 and 4. There's 3/16 to go. Bally Squall the target. Rosetta's Gift is second and now coming after her down the center. Rapid River is still right there. In fact, Rapid River is surging at Rosetta's Gift, and they both got to Bally Squall. Rapid River, Rosetta's Gift on the inside. Rapid River, Rosetta's Gift. It's Rapid River! Rapid River and Manny Cruz grind away a victory in 141 and 2.
Hammered from a 10-1 morning line, Rapid River, on the strength of a major class drop, gets the job done at 5-2 here. Manny Cruz rode this Daughter of Arch for Janet Irwin and David Fisher. 3, Rosetta's Gift, is burning more money than a federal mint. She was second again today, ahead of the 1, Valley Squall, who ran third. Time for a commercial break. We'll be right back.
The best chance for success begins with a solid foundation. At Hardacre Farm, early personal one-on-one care starts the journey to becoming a champion. Bred to leading stallions, our mares represent the highest standards. Hardacre Farm's signature in the breeding industry. Based in Ocala, Florida, breeder and owner Amy Tarrant has inspired excellence throughout her entire career. In your quest for success, start with Hardacre Farm, breeding the champions of tomorrow.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon, 5 furlongs on turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Field of 8. Favorite was the 2, Grand Letizia.
And they're off. Slow to go was Concerto's Appeal. Quick to go was Grand Letizia from down toward the inside in between horses. That's our Paper Chaser up to challenge. Rachel Smokin's on the outside with Gracias Adios. Then some Mo Cash outside of Quick Lucky Coco. Aurora Princess second last. Concerto's Appeal is last. And there's half a mile left to go. As the favorite, Grand Letizia and Edgard Zayas call the shots. They lead a length and a quarter. Rachel Smokin moves on the outside to take second. Back to third, our Paper Chaser. Up to fourth is some Mo Cash outside of Gracias Adios. 2 back to on the outside and Quick Lucky Coco as they run to the top of the stretch. They went 21-1 for the opening quarter speed, and there's a quarter of a mile left to get. With the advantage, Grand Letizia, Rachel Smokin creeps a bit closer now, second. 4 lengths clear of the others, led by our Paper Chaser. Bettors on him, though. On the target right now is the top 2 in the betting are 1-2. Grand Letizia has the lead. Rachel Smokin on the outside. It's Grand Letizia fending off the challenge of Rachel Smokin. Grand Letizia and Zayas will win it. Rachel Smokin second, Gracias Adios third, then Quick Lucky Coco.
Speed in the rail, always dangerous when sprinting on turf. If you got number 2, Grand Letizia, you got speed on the rail, and she went all the way under Edgard Zayas for Victor Barboza Jr. and Gran Pollo Stable and Servicio y Construcciones La Esmeralda. Second, number 8, Rachel Smokin, ahead of number 4, Gracias Adios. She ran third. Let's go to the fourth race now and bring out maiden claimers of the 2-year-old filly variety in for $25,000. Scratch the 1, 2, and 6. A field of 5. The off-time favorites are 3, Waikiki, and 4, Pink.
And they're off. From the center, Pink is away very quickly and shoots to a length and a half lead. Waikiki moves to take second. Kitty Jack's on the outside, and Kitty Jack is now a joint second. Back to fourth is Lucky Milady, and the trailer is Matter of Fate. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. 3 furlongs left to go. Up front, it's Arundel Colors with Pink, a length better than another Arundel runner, Waikiki, who moves to challenge from second. Up on the inside, Lucky Milady is now taken over third from Kitty Jack, who's wide while fourth, and Matter of Fate is last. Past the 5/16, here's Gomez on Lucky Milady, who's bidding up to challenge the Arundel duo with a quarter of a mile left to go. 3 across the course here. Lucky Milady with all the momentum out in the center of the racetrack. Pink is back to second, back to third. Waikiki as they straighten for the drive. Lucky Milady now moves to a 2.5 length lead. Pink is back to second. Waikiki is back to third. And Lucky Milady is on her way to a maiden win. The daughter of It's My Lucky Day, Lucky Milady, 5 in front. Pink second, Waikiki third.
The third choice in the betting who gets the job done. Second start, a winning one for number 5, Lucky Milady, under jockey Diego Gomez. As the daughter of It's My Lucky Day gets the maiden diploma for Eddie Plesa Jr. and Lori Plesa. 4, Pink second. 3, Waikiki ran third. We go now to the Monday feature race, the Crystal River Stakes, bringing out sprinters on turf for $75,000. Field of 6 signed on, but this was a battle between 3, Pay Any Price, and 4, Mr. French.
And they're off in the Crystal River Stakes, and the Jet was away very quickly. Pay Any Price, he's right to the front. Shoshone Brave's going to run with him early, and Sing and Cry and Dubai on the outside third. Mr. French is back to fourth ahead of Diamond Oops, and the Puerto Rican Invader, Discreet Angel, is last of all with half a mile left to go. With rail position and the lead, it's Jaramillo and Pay Any Price, Dog by Shoshone Brave, and Sing and Cry and Dubai, who's on the outside third. Mr. French gets the trip he wants. He's fourth down inside, starting to run run home for Jeffrey Sanchez as the opening quarter was just 22 seconds flat. They run to the top of the stretch with his ears up. It's Pay Any Price in front off the turn. Shoshone Brave is second. Mr. French ducks to the inside third off the turn and the stretch drive. Jaramillo goes to the afterburners on Pay Any Price, who leads by 3. Mr. French loose and charging down the center in Diamond Oops. 16th to go. Pay Any Price pleads for the wire. Mr. French is out of time. Pay Any Price in the Crystal River. Mr. French is second. Diamond Oops is third. Shoshone Brave ran fourth.
To quote the great Toby Keith song, he may not be as good as he once was, but he's as good once as he ever was. And that's talking about 3. Pay Any Price, your track record and world record holder. Gets the job done in the Crystal River under jockey Amisael Jaramillo. Georgina Baxter has managed this horse perfectly, and boy does he still look like a tank. Owned by Averill Racing Stable of Rich Averill and Matisse Racing Stable, it's Pay Any Price in the Crystal River. Mr. French second, Diamond Oops third.
And the Princess Rudy with a quarter mile left to go. 4 off the top of the turn. Brace for the Kathleen O'Connell barn in front by 5 with just an eighth of a mile to go. And she's turning in this into a runaway. The powerhouse performance. She punches her ticket to the Breeders' Cup and wins by 5.
And Gulfstream is pulling away. Sapper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Go Sapper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 6 on the program. Start of the Rainbow Six. 6 furlongs the journey. Maiden claimers in for $35,000. Scratch number 6, Dexter. A field of 9 signed on. Favorite was the 3, Lennox.
And they're off. Terrible start for Coconut Man. He's 4 lengths last. Good start for Big Spender, who's away to the early lead. Moving up on the inside, Lennox to take second. Frank Alone is out of there third with Unpublished on his outside. At the inside, it's Regan's Heart to race about 3 lengths off the lead, working 2.5 clear of Moochie Man. Then comes Analyze Your Vision with Coconut Man, and Lucky Fortune is last of all as they swing to the far turn. Big Spender in front by 1.5 lengths. Unpublished moves to be second. Frank Alone is third. Regan's Heart back to fourth. Lennox losing ground fifth. 3 back to Coconut Man and Moochie Man. Then it's 2.5 to Analyze Your Vision as they run to the top of the stretch. Big Spender confronted by Unpublished, who's up on the outside to take the lead. It's 5 to Lennox, who's now third. The rest with a tall task ahead of him and less than a quarter of a mile to get. Up front, it's Unpublished. Big Spender tries to cut the corner and battle on here from 3 lengths back in Lennox third. He's starting to find his feet. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Big Spender back tenaciously for a narrow lead. Outside and Unpublished. From between them, Lennox starting to respond to Sanchez urging. It's Big Spender who needs another 16th. Here's Lennox coming on. It's going to be Big Spender. Big Spender earned that. He took all the heat early and he held on to win it over Lennox, who was second and Unpublished third in 1:11 and 4.
Number 9, Big Spender. Very impressive in victory here this afternoon. Responding when confronted and on the front end the entire trip. Earned the money here for Jairo Rendon and trainer Dave Fox. Owned by Stella Fair. Big Spender, an upset winner. 3, Lennox was second. 10, Unpublished, ran third. Time to sprint on the turf with race 7 up next at 5 furlongs over the turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. These are fillies and mares which have not won 2. Rider change on 4, Happy Lady to Diego Gomez. Rider change on 5, Moonlit Seed, Angel Rodriguez. Scratch the 7, Hot Fudge Honey. 10 to the gate to start the late pick 5.
And they're off. Magic Maker slow to go. Treasured Info away well, arms wide open, has speed. Alpice away in the top flight with Moonlight Sea, and then Salsita Roja driving it up at the rail. The speed is on early, and they're 4 across the course. Then back to For Reef's Sake, who gets a good tracking spot, racing ahead of Return the Favor and Happy Lady. Second last is Stretch Running Diamond Love, and Magic Maker is last of all as they fly to the far turn. With inside position and the lead, it's Camacho and Salsita Roja in front now by a length. From the outside, Alpice is second. second. The favorite's in a lot of trouble. Arms wide open is backpedaling inside in Moonlit Sea. Trying to run home, but no place to work here for Reef's sake. Zayas trying to find some racetrack for her. Return the Favor is out wide, then Happy Later and Diamond Love, and they're at the top of the stretch. Salcedo Roja turns first, but she's on the ropes, and Zayas got room for Reef's sake, and Reef's sake has kicked it in and moves to a 3-length lead. Diamond Love is now up into second, back to third Moonlit Sea, then Happy Lady for Reef's sake is in front. Second, Diamond Love. Third is Happy Lady. Fourth is Moonlit Sea in 56 and 2.
Number 2 for Reef's sake got a great trip here from jockey Edgard Zayas. Found room for this daughter of Poseidon's warrior off the top of the turn. Once she was fed racetrack, she kicked it into another gear. Trained by Julio Cartagena for D&D Stable for Reef's sake, a 5-1 winner. Second, number 8, Diamond Love, ahead of number 4, Happy Lady, who ran third. Let's go to the 8th race now and start the late pick 4. 8th race, a 6.5 furlong maiden race of the special weight variety. A field of 8 signed on. Favorites were 1, Company Store, and 4, Geonosis.
And they're off. Poor starts for both Trini John and I Turn a Night Up. Rather, I Turn a Night Up broke running, so that was Blue Solo who was off bad, as I Turn a Night Up has the lead as they race down the backstretch and leads a length and a quarter. Company Store moves to take second. Hip Hop Jorge on the outside is third. These top 3 are flying. They've gone 5 ahead of Cristiano, who races from 4th. Then it's Jeeker Joe ahead of Geonosis. It's a gap of 5 to Trini John, and even farther back to Blue Solo, who blew the break. They make their way inside final half mile of the contest through a 22-1 opening quarter speed, and up on the outside, Hip Hop Jorge up to take the lead. I Turn a Night Up is there second. 4 back to Company Store. He's been defeated as he's now passed by Geonosis on the outside. Geonosis claims third as Company Store tries to run with him. It's a gap of 5 more to Cristiano, and the rest will have to hurry up with a quarter of a mile left to go. Hip Hop Jorge has the lead. Geonosis with a long sustained run all the way up into second. Company Store tries to get a second win from third. I Turn a Night Up is fourth with 3/16 to go. Up on the outside, Geonosis tries to collar Hip Hop Jorge. Hip Hop Jorge pleading for the wire. Geonosis surging up on the outside. Geonosis is now level with Hip Hop Jorge, and Geonosis is up to win it. Hip Hop Jorge second, well clear of Company Store third, then Cristiano, and I Turn a Night Up.
If you had taken a poll last August as to whether Geonosis would be a maiden in May of this year, you would probably have not had many people saying yes to that, as he was rumored to be the best 2-year-old in training out of the Antonio Sano shed row last year. Things never panned out for the son of Dialed In until today, as he gets the maiden diploma as a 3-year-old for trainer Antonio Sano and jockey Amisai El Jaramillo. Owned by Top Racing and trained by Magic Stables, Geonosis, your 8th race winner. We'll go 3 turns on turf with race number 9, the 9th race, the home of the Brave Stakes. A mile and a half over the turf for $60,000 guaranteed purse money. Rider change on number 3, Marshall Eddy. Make it Sammy Camacho. 11 went postward. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off in the home of the Brave Stakes. It was a level beginning. Soon after, Marshall Eddy went to put a neck on top. Moving to challenge on the outside is Unbridled Holiday. These two, a half a length better than a tugging Golden Decision, who's now third. Bad to the Core is at the rail fourth, followed by Montclair and Shanatova. 4 wide around that first turn is Salute the Colonel. He'll try to work over. It's a gap of 2 to Whiskey and Roses alongside Strike Midnight. Then it's a gap of another 3.5 lengths back to Apart from the Crowd. He is, but he's in front of a rival as the filly Nicky's Cause is last of the lot as they wheel in front of us for the first time. Marshall Eddy comes away with the rail and the lead and leads Unbridled Holiday by a length and a half. All the way up into third while still wide is Salute the Colonel. Saving ground while tucked in is Golden Decision from fourth, 2 better than Shanatova fifth. Bad to the Core is sixth. Racing seventh, Montclair. Eighth is Whiskey and Roses. Ninth is Strike Midnight. Apart from the Crowd is 10th with 1 lap to go. 11th and last is Nicky's Cause. The quarter was 26-2. The half mile was 51-1. Appears a reasonable gallop for the leader, Marshall Eddy, who now bumps the margin to 3 lengths. Second is Unbridled Holiday. Third is Salute the Colonel. Golden Decision is fourth. 3 clear of Shanatova, who's on unhurried fifth. Down at the inside, it's Bad to the Core alongside Montclair. Then comes Strike Midnight, racing ahead of Whiskey and Roses, who's at the inside. 3 in front of Apart from the Crowd, and Nicky's Cause is last. Speaking of Apart from the Crowd, Marshall Marcialetti going to try to win it right now after 3 quarters in 1:16-1. He really didn't quicken, but he still opened a bigger advantage than he had. He's now up by 4 or 5. Second, Unbridled Holiday. Third, Salute the Colonel. Golden Decision at the rail is 4th. Back to 5th, Bad to the Core. Then Whiskey and Roses. Montclair is 4 wide. 5 wide is his stablemate Strike Midnight. Shanatova's in that group of runners, 2 better than Nicky's Cause, and apart from the crowd is last. Now the pace quickens. 3 furlongs left to go after 3 quarters in 1:16-1 and a mile in 1:41-2. Marcialetti the target. He's been in front from the outset, but he only leads a length and a quarter. Salute the Colonel, given the green light to go after him second. Golden Decision ducks to the inside third. Batted to the Core follows him. Then it's Whiskey and Roses and Nicky's Cause with an 1/8 of a mile left to go. Marcialetti drifts right into Salute the Colonel. These two brush past the 8th pole, but Salute the Colonel is now getting the upper hand. Marcialetti has run a great race, but he's only second best to Salute the Colonel. Marcialetti is second. Unbridled Holiday is third. Closer for 4th, probably Golden Decision over Bad to the Core. Then Unbridled Holiday in 2:28-4.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
Back now for race number 10 on the program. First half of the late daily double, 6.5 furlongs the journey. Claimers in for a $12,500 price tag. Field of 9 signed on. Favorite was number 5, Sweet Caden.
And they're off. Slow to start was Elgin Escape, about 2 lengths last, and Enduring Arch checked 2 last, about 3 steps out of there. Here's the favorite, Sweet Caden, who emerges from between horses. Elgin Escape, who blew the barrack, is now being rushed up to challenge for the lead. Away in third is Passionate Hachi with Wide Trust between. Then it's Moonstricking, followed out wide by both Zalza and Goza. Then it comes a Lamech. As they race down the backstretch, the trailer is Enduring Arch. 22-1 for sharp opening quarter speed. Elgin Escape used hard, and now we're back to second as Sweet Caden puts a neck on top. Third is Passionate Hachi, tacking on pretty well. Zalza 4 wide, only a half length off the lead. Sweet Caden has been pressed every yard of the journey, and here's Zalza making a big move midway on the turn to take the lead. Passionate Hachi, Sweet Caden back to second and third. Goes a set down driving. He's 4th and trying to run home for Sanchez. Back to 5th and Wide Trust through a 45 3/2 mile. Zalza made that move for home, and he's now 5 on top. From the outside and goes a second toward the far outside, and Wide Trust, who angled for racing room with an 1/8 of a mile left to get. And Barrios made that move around the turn with Zalza, and it looks like it's a winning move. In fact, it is. There's just no dangers here. Zalza 7-1 for 2 in a row. Second, Wide Trust, Sweet Caden third, and Goza finished 4th.